Invisible. There she is again, I thought to myself as I headed to eat lunch in the cafeteria with the students. Looking at the first grade student, I was never sure why she thought she was invisible. But every time I saw her, she was wearing something that she seemed to think would blend into the wall. Misty, or Mysterious, was really smart and very kind, but so quiet that many did not seem to notice her. She looks like many other young girls in the school, and she does not stand out at all. On this day, she was standing against the wall in the cafeteria, trying to conceal herself. As I walked over to her, I noticed that she acted as if she were holding something and eating, but I didn't see anything in her hand. As I got closer, I could hear crunching that sounded like an apple. "Hello, Misty," I said. "What are you doing today?" Misty seemed to swallow and replied, "I am just eating my lunch." "Oh, what are you having?" I questioned her. She looked at me strangely and said, "I finished my sandwich and now I am eating my apple." Misty then lifted her hand, suggesting that I look at her hand that supposedly held an apple. She saw the confused look on my face and then responded by saying, "I only eat invisible food because I don't want anyone to get jealous of how good my food is each day." Now I was really amazed, but I simply told her to enjoy her lunch. When I headed to get my lunch, I asked Miss Burns, one of the cafeteria workers, if Misty ever buys a school lunch. She quickly responded, "Yes, every day. Misty gets our lunch special. In fact, I would say that she is our best customer," said Miss Burns. I was bewildered. If she gets a lunch every day, how does she make it invisible? Misty walked up to the counter just then. I don't know how I didn't see her come up. She asked for a milk, and when she took it, she slipped a cover of some sort over it. All of a sudden, it was no longer there. I could not believe my eyes. How did she do that? Another student, Alice, who was always curious, saw Misty and asked, "Misty, how did you do that?" Misty looked shyly at Alice and replied, "I have a camouflage bag that blends into every surrounding like a chameleon." Misty's dad worked every day to create technology for his new company. I never thought that he had something to do with his daughter's invisibility until Misty mentioned her bag. The girls quickly walked over talking about Misty's special bag, and I was relieved that the mystery of Misty's invisible food was solved. Out of all the interesting supplies students bring each year, Misty's was certainly the most creative. Cause and effect lesson. In life, when we choose to do something, that is the cause, and the effect is the consequence. There are many causes and effects in this chapter. One example is when Miss Cardinal says she asks for milk, and when she takes it, she slips a cover of some sort over it, and all of a sudden it is no longer there. One cause is that she asks for a milk, and the effect is that she gets it. Then another cause is that because she has the milk, the effect this time is she slips a cover over it. Finally, another cause is that she slips a cover over the milk, and the effect is that the milk disappears. In one sentence, there are three causes and effects. Sometimes one cause will lead to an effect, and that effect will lead to a new cause. This can continue for a while. See if you can find some other examples of causes and effects.